Let's put it this way. The first time I became aware of a Les Paul and a Marshall's marriage, that was on the album Blues Breakers, the Eric Clapton, John Mayall album. And the tone that was created by Clapton's Les Paul into a Marshall, into a JTM 45, if you're a guitar player of a certain age, you know that that tone was cemented in your brain as one of the fundamental building blocks of rock guitar. And yes, Hendrix went off and did his thing with a Strat and a Marshall, and there are different permutations with different amps and different guitars, but I have to say that my ear always searches for that. And so if a pickup gives me the tones that I believe I can get close to on that album, then I'm home, and that's what your pickups do. Well, first of all, I'm a New York City kid, so I hung out on 48th Street. And hanging out on 48th Street as a 15, 16-year-old, and eventually Danny Armstrong's place down in LaGuardia Place, and this is all just kind of inside stuff. But I know Steve Blucher because Steve used to work for Carl Thompson, and Carl Thompson was my guitar teacher. This is 1971, 1972. If you were a kid playing music and you were obsessed with rock and roll music and you wanted your guitars to be tweaked and fixed up, you went to one of 3 or 4 places in New York to get whatever was the hottest thing. So eventually finding Guitar Lab, hearing that aftermarket pickups were being made, this all became kind of like, this is the candy that comes with this whole process, because it's not enough that you're practicing all day long and having a band, but you're constantly upgrading your equipment, finding out what's the latest thing. So if you own your amplifier, you're changing your tubes, you're changing your speakers. If you had a guitar, you're getting fret jobs, you were getting pickup replacements. So DiMarzio really became the go-to name for pickup replacements. As advice from Steve Blucher, one day we were on the phone after the band got reformed, and I was describing to him what I was looking for, and he said, "Try these, I think you'll like them." It's kind of like being at the Carnegie Deli. And I said, fine. He sent me Tone Zones and Air Nortons. And you know what? The combination worked. So all the guitars I've been using since 2003, since the band reunited, have been combinations of Air Nortons in the front and Tone Zones in the back. And it's just the right amount of crunch, the right amount of distortion for me. It's not too much. When you back off the volume, the crunch is still there. The Air Nortons are nice. For the rare times I actually use the rhythm pickup, you know, we're a heavy metal band, so it's almost illegal. You get a ticket if you do, but occasionally when I do, the Air Norton works perfectly. The band kind of ceased to exist in 1988, and I don't think the band would have gotten together again except when 9/11 happened as New Yorkers. We were asked to do a benefit to raise money for the Widows and Orphans Fund for the New York City Police and Fire Department. And to the credit of my guys in the band, they said, look, there's our bickering, and then there's New York's pain, and what can we do? And we reunited, and then the word got out that we reunited, and within the next year, we were offered festivals around the world, which we were completely stunned. I had no idea of the band's ongoing popularity that had grown. And now here we are in 2010, 7 years into the reunion. The band now headlines 28 countries. We're doing a tour of South America in November. We play the biggest festivals in the world. We play about 20 a year. We're more popular than we've ever been. It's an astonishing life to be able to leave New York on a Thursday, travel to some exotic country, play these huge festivals for 100,000 people, come home on a Sunday. I am a bit jet lagged, but to see how this music has resonated is really extraordinary. Well, the fact is that there's millions of kids around the world who love this stuff. And it's not nostalgia to them, it's a lifestyle to them. So we are playing to these 17, 18-year-olds and people up to 40s and 50s who love this music. So the music has resonated, it sells more concert tickets, does more business. Our fans are really extraordinary. They're around the world, and we're out there with Motorhead, we're out there with Def Leppard, we're out there with Whitesnake. We're out there with Sabbath, we're out there with Kiss, and these stadiums are full. So when people say to me, how long can this go on for? I just say it's sex, prescription drugs, and rock and roll.